Hey guys, Metal Viking 82 here, back yet again, showing off more of my CD collection. Last couple of videos, had a little bit of metalcore left, but I've been showing off a lot of the death metal and stuff, and my doom death. Gonna get back into some black metal now. This whole video, as far as I can tell, looking at everything, is gonna be all black metal. So, I really... Probably my top two favorite genres are black metal and death metal, with death metal just kind of getting a little bit of an edge. I'm a sucker for death metal, but I do love black metal. I'm constantly discovering, more and more bands. Like recently, I've been really starting to try to find more and more atmospheric black metal bands. I know Emilio Crespo, who's got a channel on here. He's been posting all kinds of stuff on Facebook. I'm friends with him on Facebook, and he's been posting all kinds of atmospheric black metal and stuff like that. And just even watching his videos, I've found some really awesome bands like Earth and Pillars, Askival, and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, I do like black metal, but death metal just always seems to have like a, I don't know, special place in my heart, I guess you could say. But getting things started, this first album, oh my god. Did not think I was ever going to get this unless it got reissued sometime, and I don't even know if it ever will. Who knows? I mean, I say that, and it's probably getting reissued tomorrow for all I know. But this last October, I went to the 13th floor, and I sold off a nice stack of stuff that I really didn't care for anymore. I just didn't want it in my collection anymore. And I got $50 worth of credit, and I spent every last bit of that on this album. And some people might say I'm fucking stupid, but I don't care. I had to have this album. There was just no way I was leaving that store without it. And that is Niflheim, self-titled. This is just an amazing album, in my opinion. Just a fucking classic as far as I'm concerned. And like I said, I was not leaving that store without this album. And I didn't care how much it cost me. And especially considering it was all in credit. And I still wound up with a bunch of cool shit, Anyway, I spent all kinds of money in there. I always do, and I'm friends with the guy that owns the place, so he cut me an amazing deal on this at $50, I thought. Some of you might think I'm an idiot. I don't care. It's in my collection. That's all I care about. Then we have Necromantia, Crossing the Fiery Path. And I love that they have the red tray in this. This really adds something to this one as well as this next one, I think, which is Scarlet Evil, Witching Black. Just classic Greek black metal. Love this band. I really need to get the rest of their stuff. One of these days. Apsu, Terra, another classic album here. And then this is their self-titled album, Apsu. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can. If not, my bad. Next up, Witchery, Dead, Hot, and Ready. As well as Don't Fear the Reaper, which, by the way, is a great song. Blue Oyster Cult, in case you weren't sure. But yes, Witchery, Don't Fear the Reaper, another good band as far as I'm concerned. This one right here was a complete blind buy. I'd heard the name, and I found this like relatively cheap at I think it was TD CDs. I haven't been there in quite a while, but it's kind of like a little basement CD vinyl shop. Their metal section is really small. I mean, I could fit on one little tiny wall, but they usually come up with some pretty interesting stuff. This is The Secret with, and I'm totally going to butcher this, Solve et Coagula. And somebody apparently thought this was a hot release because they put that it is fucking hot. I am such a dork. Anyway, moving on. This is 1349 with Liberation. Hellfire. A lot of dark covers. Sorry if you can't really see that very well. And this is Revelations of the Black Flame. Yeah, really. Again, sorry, very dark covers. Trying my best here. Demon War. And their latest one, Massive Cauldron of Chaos, which is the limited edition digipack. Came with a massive patch. Limited to 2,000 copies. Mine is number 342. We have Eternus and So the Night Became. Impaled Nazarene, Total Compt. Bear with me. Total Cormt Nars. Sorry. Had a hell of a time saying that. Great album cover, by the way, and just a great album in general. Thokandra, Fallen Angels Dominion. Really need to get the rest of these guys' catalog. These guys are just, if you love Dissection, which Goro Stern, I'm looking at you. If you've not heard these guys, check them out. Just awesome. As they put right here, a melodic black death metal legacy for fans of Dissection. So as I said, Goro Stern, I'm looking at you, man. If you haven't heard these guys, better check them out. This was another complete blind buy for me. Blaze of Perdition, Towards the Blaze of Perdition. This is Cauldron Black Ram with... Man, I cannot read that for shit. Stalagmire, there we go. Why they gotta put such weird-ass fonts and colors that I can't read? Then we have Ater with, again, I'm gonna butcher this, Ultre La Veta. Total blind buy. I bought this for like, I think, $2 from my friend's flea market booth he used to have. He used to buy CD lots on eBay, then take out the stuff that he wanted and stole them dirt cheap in his flea market booth. This one, I have to thank Sean Count Blaggerith for introducing me to this band. I remember watching him do a review of this, and I picked it up based solely off of that. Never heard a single note. I just picked it up. And yeah, this is Istap with Blackinge, I believe is how it's pronounced. Awesome, awesome black metal. Check that out. Arcanum with Fenris Rindir. Alright. Next up, Leviathan, the 10th sublevel of Suicide. Love me some Leviathan. I'm just missing Massive Conspiracy Against All Life. I need to get that album on CD, and I'll have all the studio albums for Leviathan, though I know there's plenty more out there I could probably try to find. This is Tentacles of Horror and True Trader, True Horror. Sarcophago, Inri. Got this one for free from Hell's Headbangers, and my god, what a fucking album. Satanic Blood Spraying, At the Mercy of Satan. Killer black metal album. Definitely give those guys a listen. And I know Canyon Bickle will really enjoy this. Excuse me one moment. Sorry about that. I thought I heard somebody knocking on the door while I was trying to do this. But yeah, Canyon Bickle, me and him talked about this band quite a bit. Hecate enthroned upon Promethean shores, unscriptured waters. And much like his, mine is actually misspelled on the spine of it as well. If you love early Cradle of Filth, you can't go wrong with those guys. I know they get a bad rep as a Cradle of Filth wannabe, but I enjoy them. This is the Slaughter of Innocence, a Requiem for the Mighty, as well as Dark Requiems and Unsilent Massacre. Next up, Black Winds, Flesh Inferno. We have Bestial Mockery, or Bestial Mockery, however you want to call it. Christ Crushing Hammer Chainsaw. And then this is Slaying the Life. This is Thronium, Death Mass of the Grave Dancer. Next up, maybe. Sorry, the sleeves I got them in sometimes get a little crumpled and they get stuck together. This is a Godseed Live at Wacken. This is the CD, DVD version, Digipack. And then finally, they released a full-length, I Begin. Really good stuff, I have to say. I was very pleased with that. Alright. Next up, we have some of the... I guess you could say, grandfathers or godfathers of black metal, Norwegian black metal. This is Gorgoroth with Pentagram, Antichrist, Under the Sign of Hell. Then we have Destroyer, which I believe this was actually the very first Gorgoroth album I ever got, and I found it used somewhere. Incipit Satan, Twilight of the Idols, and the one that took me fucking forever to find a copy to complete the collection, Ad Majorem Satanis Gloriam. We have True Norwegian Black Metal live at Grieghallen. And Quantos Passant ad Satanitatem Trehunt, or as we used to call it on the Metal Rules forum, QPast. Much easier to say. But yeah, I haven't picked up their latest one. I've been meaning to, though I know a lot of people say it's not as good. But, you know, I still want to get it because, you know, I'm a completist. And plus, you know, I might end up liking it. I mean, all our opinions vary on what's good and what's bad. Funeral Mist, Salvation. And this is Maranatha. And yeah, I didn't really realize what the fuck was on the cover until I actually got it home and gave it a really closer examination. And ew. That's all I have to say. And looks like the last band here. Did not realize that I had this many CDs from this band. Holy balls. Marduk. Fuck me, Jesus. Really glad to finally have this in my collection. Naturally, I ordered that online, I think from a seller. And then I'll be damned if it wasn't not long after I got it, FYE started carrying it. So now it's in there like every fucking time I go in there. Figures. But Dark Endless. This is Opus Nocturne. Heaven Shall Burn When We Are Gathered. Love me some Marduk. Those of the Unlight. This is... what the hell is this? Here's No Peace EP. Didn't even realize I had that. Amazing what you find when you start going through your collection. This is the Glorification EP. Nightwing. Infernal Eternal, which is actually one of the first Marduk albums. In fact, I think this was the first Marduk album I ever bought. Didn't realize when I bought it at the time, because I was relatively new to the band, that this was a live album. Pretty badass cover, too, I gotta say. Yes, this is another one that took me a while to finally track down a copy. And I know they changed the cover of it in a reissue. I'm really glad I found this version. Panzer Division Marduk. Fucking crushing album. Just, love it. La Grande Danse Macabre. World Funeral. Let's see, what is this? Obedience. ROM 512. This is Plague Angel. Wormwood. Serpent Sermon. Sorry, I got a little tongue-tied. And their latest one, Front Schwein. I would kind of like to find the other version of this. It comes in like almost like a little book, a little black book. That'd be kind of cool to have. Even though I've seen the inside of it, I know the discs are just kind of slid in there. I can get around that as long as they're not scratched when I first get them. So, but I would like to eventually get that. But yeah, so there's a part of my black metal collection. You know, didn't realize I had that many Marduk CDs. You know, like I said, it's amazing what you find out when you start going through your collection. So yeah, again, thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing, and keep watching. We got plenty more to go. And yeah, till next time, stay brutal.